Welcome back to Trading the Market. In today's video, we're going to be sharing yet another TTM original strategy, the Profit Rocket. Now it's almost too cliche to say no, but if you like who we are, what we do, everything we share, then please, if you're not subscribed, get smashing that sub button. For the amount of views each of our videos get, I would love to see a record number of likes. I think the record stands at 992 likes. So hit like on this video and let's see if we can bounce through 1,000. And it really does help the channel. Go on, you know you want to. Right, enough of me waffling on, let's get cracking. So what is the Profit Rocket? Well, let me take you through it. This is a second half trade. The time of the trade is at the 80th minute. We are looking at an odds range of around 2.0 or below on the overs market at the 80th minute mark on the next goal market. It's a total trade time of 5 minutes maximum. If the first two parameters are true, then we will place a lay bet on the next goal market at odds of 2.0 or below at the 80th minute. At odds of 2.0 or below, a £100 lay bet would be a risk of £100 or less. Now that all sounds well and good, but why would I do that then, James, I hear you cry? Well, the answer is very simple. If the odds are at 2.0 or less on the next goal market at the 80th minute, the markets are heavily expecting another goal in the match. With 10 minutes of normal time remaining, we are trading against popular opinion, and we're going to take advantage of a massive price movement in a short window if there are no goals scored. The fact the odds are still this low at this time of the match means only one thing. If no goals are scored in the next 5 minutes, the odds are going to dramatically drift in our favour and leave us with a handsome ROI for just a 5-minute trade. Now yes, we are on the next goal market, and one goal scored will see the market close and hand us a full loss. And this does have the potential for the rocket to blow up in your face. But as with all strategies, there will be losses. They are unavoidable. For such a short window, a 5-minute trade is well worth a small amount of time. This shift has to happen no matter how much the markets want to hold it back. If you come across matches where the odds are around 2.0 even later than the 80th minute, say around the 85th minute, then even better. Provided there are no goals, there is only one thing that can happen. From the 85th minute up to the 90th minute, the odds will drift ridiculously fast from 2s to 3s to 4s and even higher at times. Due to time decay, they must. This is something I stumbled across many moons ago while studying and watching markets. This strategy has been one Mark and I have used for years and was never really going to be one that we shared. But having said that, we've said that about many of our strategies, and we've ended up sharing them in videos, and they're still very profitable to this day, regardless of us sharing them out. The term, the Profit Rocket, is just that. Within 5 minutes, you are left with a healthy profit, and it goes like a fecking rocket. Now before I show you some trades, let's head over to the new match replay tool and show you the basis of what I mean if you're still scratching your head a little. The match replay tool is built from real matches and historical odds and will give us the closest possible feel to real-time, real odds trades without risking any real money. So let me look through the list, and I think we'll go with Tottenham versus Wolves. So if I nudge the timer ahead to the 80th minute, the score is 2-1 to Spurs, and the odds to lay on the next goal market are 1.83. So just for kicks, let's add a lay bet of £1,000 at odds of 1.83. This will give me a total risk of £830. Now the total time of the trade is 5 minutes. So let's nudge the timer up 1 minute at a time, and you can see what sort of figures you will be looking at. So as you can see, after 5 minutes, this has left us with a profit of £183.04, which is an ROI of 22%. Now I must admit, this one hasn't drifted as quickly as normal, and this can happen, but for a 5-minute trade, we hit the cash out and we take the green. On to the next one. So if I go back to the fixtures page, let's click through a couple of pages and let's go with Aston Villa versus Manchester City. So same again, let's nudge the timer to the 80th minute and have a look on the over-under market, and the odds to lay sit at 2.06. So again, let's have some fun and add a £1,000 lay bet at odds of 2.06, and this will give me a full risk of £1,060. Again, we have a total trade time of 5 minutes, so let me nudge the timer up in 1 minute increments and let's see what we get here. So after 5 minutes, we have a cash out of £313.33. In 5 minutes, the odds drifted from 2.06 to 3.0. Quite incredible. So we'll hit cash out and take the green, and this gives an ROI of 29.5%. Now let's do one more match replay, then I will get stuck into some real trades. So let's change leagues. Let's go to La Liga and let's go and look for Real Madrid. There we go. The current score is 3-3, so I'll nudge the timer once again to the 80th minute, and the odds to lay on the next goal market are 1.94. So with a £1,000 lay bet, our risk is £940. Let's see how we fare in this one. So after 5 minutes, we have a cash out of £149.12. Now let's do something a little different on this trade. Why don't we remove our liability and have a free bet? Let's place a lay bet of £940 at odds of 1.79 to remove our risk, and this leaves us with a free bet of £257.40. So we add no further goals and we take the full £257.40, which gives us an ROI of 27.3%. Not too shabby set of trades as a practice, so feel free to jump onto the match replay tool and try this out for yourself to see what kind of returns you can get over a large sample size. Now, onto some real trades. This first game is between Iskenderunspor and Trabzonspor. Whoop whoop, I got that right. Now at the time of this trade, I was on the phone chatting to Mark and completely forgot to hit the record button on the initial lay. But you can see I laid £100 at odds of 2.18 for a total risk of £118. And as you can see, in the time it took me to start to screen record, the odds have already drifted dramatically to 2.4 in just under 30 seconds. This is an example of when the odds are still around 2.0, even at the 85th minute. Our trade time, as always, is 5 minutes, so let's see what happens in this one. So here we are just over the 5 minute mark, and it's time to take the green. Never trade whilst you're on the phone with Mark, as you may go over the elapsed time slightly as I have here. So as you can see, there isn't enough money to be matched on the cash out button, so I will manually offer the money to green up. And I'm still struggling to get matched here, so let's try the cash out button again. And boom, fully greened up for 50 quid. And that gives me an ROI of 42.3% in just over 5 minutes. Bloody boom. On to the next one. So this game is Istanbulspor versus Kasimpasa. I think I murdered that one. We're approaching the 80th minute and the odds are around 2s. So once again, I had a lay bet of £100 at odds of 2.2 for a risk of £101.81. With a trade time of 5 minutes, let's see how fast the rocket moves on this one. So after 5 minutes, we have a cash out of £20 odd, but in this instance, I will show you another way of exiting the trade. In this trade, I will place a lay bet of £101.81 on the under market to remove my total liability and leave myself with a free bet. So with a little over 4 minutes of normal time left, I now have a free bet of £39.93. And the match did in fact finish 2-0 and the free bet won. and this gave me an ROI of 39.2%. Another bloody boom. On to the next one. So this match is between Boluspor and Galatasaray. The score is 4-1 to Galatasaray. Again, we're approaching the 80th minute and the odds to lay are around 2.08. So let's see if we can get a £100 lay bet matched. And boom, there we go, I'm fully matched with a lay of £100 for a risk of £116. Again, a trade time of 5 minutes. And in this one, I will show you yet another way of exiting a profit rocket. So in this one, I will back the overs market as the odds drift out and back in increments of £5, which will then reduce my liability over the course of the trade. Let's see how we do in this one. So the 5 minutes are up and we have a cash out of around £24. Time to exit. As you can see, I'm struggling to exit the trade, so again I will manually green up, and this leaves me with £25 on the unders should the match end 4-1, or £30 on the overs if there is another goal. This game did in fact end 4-1 with no further goals, and we took a £25 profit, and this gave me an ROI of 21.5%. Feckin' boom. On to the next one. Now this game is Adelaide United versus Melbourne City. We are approaching the 80th minute and the odds to lay are around 2.1. So again, with a £100 lay bet, I will lay at odds of 2.14. And for some reason, Betfair likes to change the 5-second wait time to 9 seconds for Australian football, which is not annoying at all, is it? So with the 9-second delay, you'll see I struggled to get matched for my £100 stake, and in the end, I end with a stake of £72.04, and this leaves me with a risk of £83.92. So another 5-minute trade. Let's see where this one takes us. So still no goals, and we are approaching our exit point on this one. So I will put an order in for odds of 2.94 with a back stake of £53.09. This will split the green across both markets for a return of £19 thereabouts. And this match gave me an ROI of 22.6%. Not too shabby at all. So there you have it, the profit rocket in action. It's a high impact, fast moving trade. When executed correctly, can generate serious returns in just 5 minutes. But let's not sugarcoat a turd. This strategy comes with a risk and can blow up in your face. One goal in that short window and we take a full loss. That's the trade-off. But that's also the beauty of it. Controlled, disciplined and calculated risk in exchange for a structured, repeatable edge. Remember, trading isn't about winning every time. It's about winning over time. Losses will come, but by sticking to a solid strategy, keeping a level head and making smart decisions, you put yourself in the best possible position for long-term success. So if you give this a go, be disciplined, stick to the plan, manage your risk, and most of all, enjoy the process. Because when done right, trading isn't just profitable, it's rewarding. So if you like this strategy, drop us a comment and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to hit like on this video, let's smash through 1,000. Come on traders! So I've been James, this has been the Profit Rocket, and we are all trading the market. Until next time, trade smart, trade strong, and as always, happy trading.